All right, the website I'm going to be talking about is called Splash Math. This is another interactive web-based and app-based application that you can use for your students to practice some math skills, so specifically math. This website goes from K through 5, so unfortunately it doesn't go up to middle school and high school, but if you do teach K through 5, this is something that you can most definitely use as a tool for you. The thing that I like especially for this and for my students is goes directly towards your standards. It has Common Core mapping, so you can see exactly which standards the skill aligns to that your students are going to be practicing. So for fourth grade, one thing that's really big in fourth grade is place value, multiplication, and fractions. So I use this a lot for my students just to have something a little bit different, especially in stations. This is also something I would use. So you can go in and you can actually preview the question and it'll load up. This is what the students will see. So it is very colorful and students are able to complete the questions in kind of in an interactive and fun way. So that's an option. They also earn coins throughout while they play so they can buy different things. Just overall, this is really awesome if you're really into standard based and checking off which standards your students are achieving and which standards your students may need some extra practice with. Have your students play this and it'll give you a very thorough outline of how your students are doing. This kind of reminds me of Prodigy, where it gives you awesome data to be able to compare and see where your students are. So you can have class assignments, you can in class extra practice at home. So if you have a parent that's requesting, hey, can my student get some extra practice with this at home? Bam, there you go. Assign extra practice. You get a detailed completion report, so your students each will get a completion report of how they did. You can have formative assessments, so if you completed, let's say, the fraction unit, you can go in and assign an assessment to see how they've done there. So you have the classroom as a whole. This is kind of just a sample. You can see they color-coded each of them, so in the red you can see, okay, maybe I need to go over this standard with Aiden and Benjamin. So there's awesome ways that you can use all of this data to kind of decide what you need to do next in your instruction. And that's something that I really look for, is looking at that data and deciding, okay, should I move on? And maybe if I have lots of red, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that standard needs a little bit of a review. So yes, our curriculum has lots of assessments, but this is just another way for you to see that data and see that student performance. So your student, let's say Tom, you can tell how many minutes he spent, how many problems he attempted, and how many he got correct. So based upon each of these categories. So overall, I really feel like it's a great tool. It's something different for students to be exposed to, and you know, not every student's going to like every kind of practice platform that you use, so having as many as possible can really help your students out. So altogether, this is something that parents can be informed about at home. Parents usually like it because they get extra practice at home. Students have a class code that they'll be able to use. It does refresh every 24 hours, which is kind of something a little bit of annoying, but you can always post that daily on your board or post it to parents on your online communication platform. So it's fairly easy to get students connected and interacting with this platform.